Welcome back, Math Marvels, and in this lesson I'm going to show you how you can add or subtract fractions in less than 30 seconds. Don't believe me? Time me on this problem and go. 48, 18, 40, and these two fractions are 58 over 48. Quickly check, it is definitely an improper fraction, so this is same as 1 and 10 over 48, and I can simplify this to 5 over 24. So that's my final answer, 1 and 5 over 24. See, just like I said, 30 seconds or less. So let's break this down so you can see how you can use this strategy. We're going to do the same problem. Okay, so first two things you're going to notice when I started off the problem, see, I had 5, 6 plus 3 8. I did 3 quick movements, all with multiplication. I multiplied the denominator so I can get a common denominator, but this is not always the least common denominator. That is not always true. It's just going to be a common denominator. And then I'm going to multiply in an X fashion, going up so I can get numerators. And that order is going to matter, and I'm going to show you why this actually works. So remember, we're going to multiply this way, and then we're going to multiply in an X. So when I multiplied the first number, you saw I had 48. It was 6 times 8 is 48. And 48 is just a common denominator because obviously I'm multiplying 6 and 8 together. Now, normally when I wanted to try and change like 5, 6 to 48, I had to think of, well, what is that number I multiply by? And I know 6 times 8 makes 48, so I would do the same thing with the 5. 5 times 8 to get 40. Same thing happens here. Because I know it's 6 times 8, I'm also going to do 5 times 8. So I'm essentially multiplying both of these by 8. And that's why this number on the left is 40. Notice I'm putting a plus sign because this is addition. Same thing is going to happen with this 3 over here, 3 8s. Again, I'm multiplying 6 times 3 because I also multiplied 6 times 8. So that is the number I'm using to get another fraction that's equal. And that's why I have 18 over 48. So now that I have two fractions, yes, I have them with the same denominator on the bottom, 48. I can just add them together to get 58 over 48. And that's it. That's all I have to do to add these two fractions. So my last two things will work. Usually I just have to check that it's not improper, and it is. And you could always tell because of this top number. Please check out my other video if you want to know how to change improper fractions to mixed numbers. But I knew that, and I had one whole, and I had 10 left out of 48. And then my last step, and this usually happens because I'm not always finding the least common denominator, is I'm probably going to have to simplify that fraction by finding just a common factor. And in this case, I knew it was 2. So I divided by 2 to get 5 and 1/24. So that was my final answer, 1 and 5/24. Now, watch, I'm going to do the same thing with subtraction. I'm going to do it very quickly in less than 30 seconds, but the same practice still applies. Okay, so remember, we're going to multiply this way, and this way. So quick and easy, I know this is 35. 5 times 2 is 10. This is a subtraction problem, and 3 times 7 is 21. So there are my two fractions, 21 over 35, 10 over 35. That gives me 11 over 35. Last two quick checks. 11 over 35 is not improper and is already in simplest form because it has no common factors. So we are completely done with this problem. So if you like this video, if you found it really helpful, because adding and subtracting fractions with different denominators is really hard, it takes up a lot of space and a lot of work, please just like this video, share it with your friends, or subscribe to the page. Let me know if there are other math problems you would love to see. And look out for my next video where I actually will add and subtract mixed numbers using the same method. And it'll take me only 45 seconds to do. Okay, see you later, Math Marbles.